Day is going great. You know, Robert and I were having a conversation just earlier this morning, and I had been really proactive with my health the last few days, very intentional with it, and we were talking about how easy it becomes to be intentional with your health and to be on track with your health when you have a simple system. So some 15 years ago, and a lot of you guys have heard me talk about this, I had to really come to grips that my health was not where I wanted it to be. And the doctor was very unhappy with it and said, if you don't get things lined up and figured out, I'm going to give you some things that are going to line you up and figure you out. And those choices were not very good. So I started doing some little bit of research, a little bit investigating, seeing what my friends were doing. And I came up with a very simple system that's made a huge difference in my life. So it's kind of basically about 4 things that I work off on. So every morning I found myself having a meal replacement. Mine comes in the form of a shake. So what that does for me in the morning is it gives me all the vitamins and the nutrients that I need. I don't have to mess the stove up with the bacon and the eggs and all that stuff, or a bunch of carbs with pancakes and like going through a drive-up window or something that's going to, just put a bunch of junk in my body that's not going to really do anything to help me. So I started by looking at that first meal of the day and finding it very easy to replace it with what I call my super shake. And that's kind of what gets my morning started. And then I found a lot of times by the time I go to bed at night, my husband and I are very active people. Last night, to be honest with you, my legs were killing me. And I had been in the gym, I had been in the yard, I was up and down the stairs all day. And so I found an herbal tonic that also does a lot to really nourish my body and help my whole entire system to calm down. And that's really great because I'm kind of a hyper person anyway. It's like I have a speed of on or off, but not in between. So I needed to find something at night that was going to help me really sleep well, but kind of give me what I needed for the morning. So I found that with an herbal tonic. Then my next thing is that I really had to find a way to cleanse my body. And anytime you say that, everybody starts saying, oh my gosh, I'm going to hang out in the bathroom, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So what I found is that living life is really important, like super important. And so I don't always eat on track. I may have that super shake, I may have my herbal tonic, but most of you know I love cookies and ice cream. Those are my 2 huge downfalls. And so what I found myself doing was looking for a way to reset my body when things went off kilter. And I found a cleanse that does just that. For me, I always do what's called a 2-day cleanse. And I just flood my body with nourishment that's filled with herbs and minerals. And, on the second day, I feel better than I do on the first day. It always gets rid of a little bit of that fluff that I need to get rid of when I've been really bad and had too much ice cream. And it just resets me. It's kind of so crazy. Like the mental clarity on my second day is crazy. Like some people, they don't have that result, but I seriously have that result on the second day. And so I love that. And what I found was when I started this 15 years ago, I had 15 pounds sneak up from somewhere. I think it was probably that menopausal thing that was starting to happen. It was not being in the gym at all. It was working way too many hours and lots of stress. And so as I looked for those answers, and I knew I wanted to get rid of those 15 pounds, I realized, like just sitting here yesterday morning, I realized that I've kept those 15 pounds off for like 15 years. So when I sneak up, I have that cleanse, I have that meal replacement, I have my herbal tonic, and all that just works together to reset my body and put it right back where it needs to be. The other thing I love is I have an amazing support system with this whole thing. We have a community of people that love to be healthy and love to live life, and I love that part of it. So if any of this interests you, and you think that maybe your life is a little out of control and you want to get back to where you were when you felt healthy and vibrant and excited about life, just private message us. would be happy to get back with you. If you are someone maybe that somebody else has talked to you about all these great things, be sure and get back to them. But what I would encourage you to ask yourself, just in case you're thinking, I just don't know if I can get back to her or not. Just think about, what could I change that would make such a big difference in my life? What could I change that would make me feel so much better and be excited about getting in my jeans all the time? So thanks for listening. I appreciate it, and I look forward to your messages. Bye.